Hey, it's Zach. Yup. I am really excited. Because this right here is a record breaker for me. The biggest and most expensive BrickLink order I've ever done. But quite the most worth it purchase out of them all. And it won't be lacking in anything, that's for sure. Yeah. Here it is. A huge package filled with what I consider goodies, or quite commonly treasures. Yeah, you know, Lego Clone Troopers, we get it. Biggest BrickLink order I've ever done, and probably the most worth it, and heck, everything was pretty well priced actually. And I did not order this from Canada or the States. No, I ordered this from Singapore. You know, that Asian country? Yeah. And the prices were really, really good. They made Canada and the US's prices look like crap. So yeah, they made overpriced clone troopers even more overpriced. There's a little hair on the table. Just trying to get rid of that. There we go. Yeah, that really bothered my OCD there. But yeah, anyways, without further ado, let's cut this open. Let's see what kinds of Lego Clone Troopers I got. And hint, I got lots. Oh my god, look at all that. Clone Wars animated. We got 327th Classics, a modern pilot, a recon, a pilot, 2 shocks, some plain episode 3s, some light print Stormtroopers, an episode 2, and the only non-clone or Stormtrooper thing, 2005 General Grievous, with a cape. And it looks pretty nice, but yeah. Oh, I'm looking forward to, let's see what we should look at first. I guess let's look at the 327s first, because there was one thing that really caught my eye when I saw the pictures for these on this dude's BrickLink store, is that this 327th kind of has a unique looking weird little misprint thing, but also the pauldron is different. If you noticed, it actually is orange cloth instead of white cloth printed over. So this is basically a pauldron variation. Yeah, just look at it. Helmet is normal. I was expecting some helmet variations if you've heard of the episode 3 clone helmet variations. And well, one interesting thing about this, I'm not sure I can capture it on camera, but I'm going to try zooming in on it. Yeah, I'm using my old phone camera, so, oh, it can kind of pick it up. It's not very easy to recognize, but there's a very tiny little, mark on that top stripe, and it kind of looks like a W. So yeah, it's like a little interesting print variation, not an actual variation, but just a weird kind of thing. Oh great, it's out of focus. Oh great. Wow, this camera is just really bad at its job sometimes. Oh, there we go, we got it to focus again. But yeah, I'd like to compare it with my other 2 pauldron 327s that look pretty nice. Well, that's the medium condition one I got back in July 2020, and this is the January 2021 pauldron 327, and this is the April pauldron 327 now. Which, yeah, I got this for $10 Canadian, so that is a real good price. Makes these two look like a pathetic joke. Although, it's a little bit frayed. I will mention that. It's just a little bit frayed. Not by much, though, so it's a little bit frayed. It's okay. I want to see if I can do the, pauldron trick where I can, take it off and try pushing the, circle thing to make it kind of, you know, be more circular, which I guess it was already done, or I don't know. But yeah, I got a pauldron variation. So yeah. It's a little bit frayed though, unfortunately, but nah, that's nothing really to me. This cloth is quite old, so yeah, I'd say it aged okayly, but yeah. Alright, the 2 327s. Ah, yes, we got 2 more 327s, and they're a little bit on the yellow side. Not terribly yellow, but just a little bit off by just a teeny tiny bit. Yeah, it kind of is. Just a teeny tiny bit. Not irritating, but just like, it's just a little bit. Even then, this came from Singapore, so that's like in a kind of tropical area, so like kind of like a warm climate area, so I'm not really too bothered by that. Even though I haven't checked for cracks yet. No cracks on this one. The arms are quite tight, actually, so that's actually pretty good. No cracks, so that's great. And these 327s, I think I got them for either about $3 or $4, I think. But I remember this was 10 bucks Canadian, though, so damn, that is a good price right there if I ever saw one. No cracks, no cracks. So far, these are in pretty good condition, so these will be joining the classic clone case over there. Except probably this one I have it in the classic clone drawer for a little while, then it'll eventually emigrate to the drawer. Alright, what else should we look at next? I guess let's look at the plain episode 3 clones next. Why not? I should pay attention to helmet back variations, because that's a thing. Although you'd be like, oh my god, who cares about helmet backs? I mean, I do, because they're variations. But yeah, here's a plain episode 3, and it is out of focus. There we go. I'm just going to zoom in a little bit. Yeah, there we go. Alright, just a teeny tiny bit yellowed, not by much though. It's not like irritatingly bad. At least the arms aren't loose and there's no cracks as of yet. I haven't discovered anything truly unsavory yet. Alright, that one's a good one. This one's on a little bit of a yellow side. Hey, a glossy helmet. This one's got a... Oh, wait a minute. Hold on a second. Oh, never mind. I thought I had that stepped back variation, but yeah. This one's a teeny tiny bit yellowed compared to this one. So this one's a little bit more yellow. The torso looks a little bit better, but for this one, I think I'll just put it in the drawer. Alright, this one's a little bit more cleaner looking, and the mouth looks kind of weird on it. That looks a bit weird. That's a bit of an odd looking one right there. At least the arms aren't loose, so I'm grateful that hasn't happened yet. Nothing truly unsavory, which these episode 3 clones, I got them for $3 each. I got these for $3 Canadian each. So yeah, that is a pretty damn good price. And I dropped them, that one. Okay, the print's a little bit fuzzy on this one. This one's quite messy. It isn't too yellowed. Oh, it's a little bit dirty on the crest, but I could just clean that with a Q-tip. That's like nothing. Okay, this one, the arms are quite fluid. It's not loose. So that's a good part. Oh, and the hand was kind of popping out there, so I just popped that back in. Which, yeah, no cracks so far. I should really be checking these because, I really should. No cracks. It's just a little bit dirty there. No cracks. No cracks. No cracks. And no cracks. Okay, 10 out of 10. A little bit yellowed, but I can forgive that. Because these came from Singapore, so what'd you expect? Alright, let's look at the episode 2 clone, although it actually has an episode 3 clone torso. How can I tell? The episode 2 clone has a slightly different shade of gray, because it's the old gray, not the light bluish gray from 2005 to current day. But yeah. Anyways, helmet actually looks pretty good, so helmet's in a lot better condition compared to the ones I have. And the torso is light bluish gray, and looks like we got a little bit of a scratch on the back. Let's check for some cracks. No cracks. Just a scratch on the back, but that's like nothing. It's nothing really, it's just piss in a bucket compared to all the other stuff. Alright, what should we look at next? Shock Troopers, why not? Alright, let's have a look. Because there's a variant of the Shock Trooper that came in the AT-AP that I need to look out for, but I never really found it. These are black hips AK-7655 ones. Alright, these ones are normal. Pretty good, not yellowed, so that's pretty nice. And I got these for $5, so pretty good price. The best ones I gotten were like $7, like in January in Canada, which is pretty good. Not as horrible compared to some of the other prices, but yeah, these were $5 each, Canadian. Don't forget that. Alright, now the ones we have one of each. Let's say the 327s, I count them as the same thing despite the polygon or not. It's just that sort of thing. Alright, recon clone. Nothing yet. Yep, there we go. No cracks. Perfectly good. Ready for use in my collection. And then the clone pilot, this was $3, which is kind of average, although what people would expect to be average prices, but in Canada they're like $7 now. Jeez. I remember back when I fell back on these guys and relied on them to be the cheapest clone troopers I could buy. I remember back when they were like the king of the cheapest classic clones, being ranging from like $3 to $4 in Canada. Now they're like $7. All right, let's look at the modern P1 Pilot, which is the only like modern realistic clone I got, and it looks pretty good. There was also a clone captain, but he was very yellowed and hideous looking, so I'm glad I didn't buy him because it was $30 and it was yellowed horribly. And that's in pretty good condition, actually. Just a little bit squeaky, but who cares, really. But yeah, pretty good. The chin, like, breath filter area breather thing isn't worn. It's pretty nice looking. Glad to finally have a modern P1 Pilot again. I used to have, like, 2 of them, but they got really just hideously used, and I think I sold one back when I committed the great modern clone purge, as I called it, back in 2019 when I sold all my modern clones out of rage. Yeah, there we go. I just revealed a big secret that I might have unveiled on Instagram, telling a few of my friends, but I never really told anyone, but that's the sad truth. But now I just reclaimed this guy and he's better than ever. And I think I might have paid about $6 for this one. I actually forgot the price for him, but pretty good. So glad to have him again. All right, leg print Stormtroopers. Okay, these ones have yellow heads, I think. Let's have a look at these. And I got these for $10 Canadian each. So that's real cheap. These are the leg print Stormtroopers from the Imperial Inspection set in 2006. Right, no cracks. Oh, I should check the pilot again. Nope, no cracks. All right, we got no cracks. Okay, it's actually an old minifigure head. Oh yeah, it is the old minifigure head. It's kind of got more like, it looks a bit more squarer, so that's an old one right there. Don't know from what year. Whoops, I didn't mean to drop that. Wow, I dropped it. Oh, this one is plain yellow. Isn't that interesting? But yeah, pretty nice. No cracks as of so far. Pretty good. Good. Oops, not again. All right, plain yellow head. No cracks. Pretty good. All right, let's look at General Grievous next. He's using that pile of Ziploc bags. Right, here is Grievous. He looks a little bit dirty, but that's fine. Even I paid like $13 for this, I think, or was it 10? Now, here's the cape. That is in pretty good condition. Not that frayed. Just a little bit kind of upturned there, but that's like nothing. And yeah, it's the 2005 Grievous from the General Grievous Chase set in 2005. And the legs are a little bit dirty, but I don't really care too much. And the head looks pretty good. Sometimes it can come cracked sometimes, but not today or not for this one. So yeah, I finally got my hands on a classic General Grievous. Although I'll always prefer the 2014 and 2018 Grievous that came in the wheel bike than the really bad combat speeder, which I used to have, but I broke it. And I kept Grievous, and he's in good condition, so yeah. Pretty good, so finally. I used to have Clone Wars Grievous, but I lost his parts, and one of the legs on him cracked. I found most of his parts, but he's just in pretty miserable shape, so I'd rather buy a new one. Alright, the biggest thing here. The Clone Wars clones. I got 14 Clone Wars animated clones. There used to be 15 on the site, and there was also a Clone Wars animated Commander Fox as well, for $30. But someone bought it. And then bought one Clone Wars animated. Only one. You're kidding me? Someone found that entire, like, shop and only bought one clone and one figure. Like, other figure. Like, are you serious? That is just pathetic. Like, that dude literally could have cleaned the whole thing out, but no, I did it instead. I cleaned that whole shop out, and well, pretty good so far. Oh, nice, we got one of these faces. Which, yeah, pretty good condition. Alright, interesting. This one seems to have the like, little gray print layer right there that actually is supposed to make the black on the visor more black. So yeah, the more you know. Well, that looks pretty good. Regular face, I guess, except it's looking off to the other direction. And no cracks. So I pretty much just bought a small animated Phase 1 army. And these went for $5.60 Canadian. So that's a pretty good price right there. Reminds me of the like mid-2010s prices for them. There's a little bit of a seam line on that one, but it's just 1 out of like 14 of them. All right, little seam line on that one, not as bothersome. See here, no cracks. Oh, nice, we got another one of these faces. I knew I was going to get a couple of those. All right, we got another one. That is nice. We got another one of these faces as well. Where it's like I'll explain what I mean. Like, basically it's the Clone Wars clone, but it's like the eyes are shifted to either the left or the right. And this one is oh my god. It's shifted off to the right-hand side. So yeah, no cracks. Pretty good. So yeah, there's also a version where it's on the left-hand side, which this is the left-hand side. So yeah. Pretty good. Usually the chin square, the like breather sometimes wears on these sometimes, so you gotta be real careful with them. Alright, let's look at another bag of them. We went through 5, so we got 9 left. Or was it? Like, yeah, 9 left. Alright, we got one more right here. My throat's kind of dry. I'm talking so much. Alright, this one's a normal face. This one's normal. That's what it's supposed to look like. Yeah, pretty good. No cracks. And another normal face. That's good. No cracks. Armor's a little bit tight on that one, though. And, oh, another normal face. No cracks. Oh, there we go. We got another one of the shifted ones. He's looking quite shifty-eyed. Yeah, I'm going to go to heck for that joke. Oh, nice. It's slightly lowered on this one. It's like slightly shifted down. Wait a minute! Oh, God. I think this might be a slight misprint. Oh my god, yes it is. Oh my god. I got a slight misprint. Oh my god. When I noticed the breath filter, then I looked at the visor. Oh, and the cheek lines too, that's a good indicator. Oh my god, we got a slight misprint. Oh my god. Oh my god, that is awesome. There we go, we got another special one. I guess this is the misprint 3 seconds or special needs clone's cousin from the Battle of Teth. And then we got another regular Clone Wars clone with a regular face. And the breather seems to be a little off-centered there. I remember back when I had like a Clone Wars clone that I gotten from BC, and it was kind of weird, like the breather was off-centered. Alright, last 4. We got, okay, normal. Wait, did I check for cracks on that weird misprinted one? The slight misprint? I'm gonna find him again. Where is he? Show yourself. Oh, there he is. I check for cracks. No cracks. I can't believe my find. I'm surprised the seller didn't even notice, because I would have noticed right off the bat that, yeah, slight misprint there. So yeah, that's not amazing. Alright, okay, this torso's slightly yellowed. Good. That was sarcasm. Oh, and that leg's slightly yellow too. Like, I can see it in person. On camera, it kind of looks normal. This arm's a little bit loose, but that's like nothing. Okay, we got another shifty-eyed face as well. Nice. This torso's a little bit yellowed, slightly, not by much. Even though it's like hardly nothing, even then. It's kind of more noticeable than the last one we just looked at. Oh, we got one shifting off to the opposite side, and this print looks a little bit more kind of bold and messy. So, yeah, we're getting some neat little variations with these faces that obviously LEGO wouldn't really care about, but I wonder, is it even archived on BrickLink, or is it just under the same piece? So now we got another one shifting off to the other direction, and his mouth looks a bit more pronounced. So, yeah. That was the lot. That's all of it. So yeah, I'd say my main highlights, I'd say probably the Pauldron 327th variation with the little, if I can get it to focus again, the little W mark thing, very small, tiny splotch, not very noticeable. But yeah, there we go. Then I'd say another highlight, obviously, oh, let me find it again, where is this dude? The slight misprint, that's another highlight. That's another highlight. Slight misprint. Like, not a serious misprint, but just a slight one by, like, a little bit. And I'd say all these Clone Wars animated clones in general, like, getting them for, like, $5.60 Canadian a piece. This recon clone's okay, this pilot's okay, and then let's put my Pauldron 327th off the side. These shocks are good. The shocks are good. And this is pretty nice too. I got this for cheap. He's kind of expensive in Canada, so it was pretty nice getting him for a good price. And these episode 3s were $3, so I guess they could be a highlight. I might switch this one out for an episode 3 helmet because it's just a regular episode 3 torso, not a specific 1002 torso. These 327s were $3, I think. Yeah, I just remember they were $3. So with these episode 3s, the leg print Stormies were about $10 Canadian, and General Grievous was $13 Canadian. So yeah, this order was about $200 Canadian for all of these, I think. I think that might have been the total. The shipping was only $7, which was just cheap, but yeah, I got all these now. Isn't this amazing? I got all of this for a real good deal. Like, this entire mass of clones for, like, such a good deal. Like, look at all of that. Normally, that would be, like, in the $400 price range, given, like, eBay and Instagram and, like, Mercari and all those places where you can get your Lego Clone Troopers, Star Wars, and other crap. Yeah, I guess now I can just display all of them on transparent base plate, and then, here comes the fun part. I get to put the final Classic Clones into the display case over there. Thus, my Classic Clone army has been completed. It'll be finally complete. I can finally rest assured that it is complete. Oh yeah, I guess now we just put them all on a base plate. Which, oh my god, we got like so many of these Clone Wars animateds. 14 of them. $5.60 Canadian a piece. Like, normally they go for like $10 Canadian nowadays. Like, they're quite crazy. So yeah, take that, greedy BrickLink sellers. I just got my stuff for real cheap. And the episode 3s go for 10 as well. Like, quite a few wild cards there and quite a few overpriced boys. So yeah, I'm quite proud with this order. This is probably like the most like ambitious, expensive, and downright crazy order I've done. This actually was able to trump the Wookiee Catamaran order I did like back in early 2019 after Christmas, when I was like, oh, finally I can buy a Wookiee Catamaran for $200. Which, you don't know my story with the Wookiee Catamaran. It's overpriced and very hard to come by if you want it cheap. Yeah, I think I might be able to fit all these on a base plate. Like, look at all these. This is just mental. Like, I have gone full crazy mode here. Like, I knew I had to clean out that BrickLink shop. I knew I had to clean it out because those were real good deals. And oh my god, they all fit onto the base plate evenly spaced. Like, let me show you guys what I mean. I'm just gonna try tipping it over, so I'm just gonna slide it. Oh my god, this one has terrible leg connection, so yeah. Sometimes they do that. But they all fit evenly on that base plate, including General Grievous. That is just wonderful. Like, this is just the most perfect video. Not many mess-ups. All the clones were good. Nothing was cracked. Nothing was terribly used. Just a little bit yellowing, but, like, you can see him, even though you can't really notice it. I don't know. Oh, yeah, you can kind of notice it. Not by much, though, but yeah. Anyways, yeah, I guess this is where the fun begins. Let me just move the cases. And yeah, you guys get to see my official classic Lego Clone Trooper army. Here it is. If I can get it in the whole, get the like whole thing to like in camera there. So yeah, for the 327s, I'm just gonna move everyone aside just to squeeze them in here. So yeah. Both episode 3s, I could just simply just add them, so I'll just pick some of the nicer looking ones, the non-yellowed preferably, because, you know, yeah, there we go, I found the nice looking ones. And yeah, since, well, there's like 5, I just put 3 in the case and 2 to enjoy for myself. Like, this one's like slightly yellowed, but not by much. Even then, it's probably gonna stick out like a sore thumb. Or if I wanted to get desperate, I think I'd probably just take the episode 2 and switch his helmet around. So yeah, this is where the fun begins. This is where it really begins. Completing my classic clone army finally. And the pilot that I got from this order, I think I'll just probably have that as just a little neat spare. Because, you know, might as well. Oh yeah, and the shock troopers, I could probably swap them out too for like slightly used ones, so yeah. The 91st, that's just gotta be a neat little spare. That's just, oh yeah, that's that weird shock trooper from that order I did in January. I'll swap him out for a Black Hips one from the order. Oh my god, can you focus, please? Please, just please focus. It's the one thing I ask of. So yeah, there we go. Let's see if I can find the other weirdo. Yeah, I might as well swap him out because he's an AT-AP shock unless... Let me have a look here. Hold on a second. Oh, wait, I could probably swap this one out instead. Yeah, you know what, I might swap him out instead. He's slightly used, but yeah. There we go. Let me just take these ones out. Remember my weird-looking 91st I got from that Kijiji lot in 2019? Yeah, this is him now. Feel old yet? So yeah, I guess now we just squeeze the 327s in. Oh yeah, they're slightly yellowed. I can start to notice it. Even then, that's like... Dang. Just make his pauldron stick out a bit. So it doesn't get smooshed against it. Yeah, they're slightly yellowed. Even then, like, not by much, but just a bit. So let's just find all my 91st and put them back into the order they're supposed to be in. Weirdo up back. Then, just put all these back in here. I'll probably rearrange it later. I'll give it a thorough rearranging later, or just looking at it and such, and switching a few things out. Which, yeah, those are slightly yellowed, but not by much. Even then, I might just replace helmets or do something. I don't really know. Don't really know until I like have a good, guess on what to do. So yeah, I guess there's not much else to talk about here other than, well, I did it. I made a crazy order on BrickLink and I got away with it. Okay, I think I might just have that one swapped out. Yeah, I remember this one. Yeah. I have such weird and kind of unique looking classic clones. It's kind of odd. So strange. Now I just put everybody back in here and then, well, the army will be complete. Like, this is insane. Finally, it's complete. So what's new, guys? Oops. And I'll probably make a separate video covering my like Lego clone armies, but it's complete. It's complete. Finally, it's complete. My classic clone army is completed now. Case is nice and full. Clean that BrickLink shop out. Well, there we go. I'm so satisfied to finally have it. Finally have it nice and full. As for these two, I'll probably just put them in the classic clone drawer or the slightly crappy looking clones or whatever. Those are kind of just weirdos. And yeah, as for these, I think I'll just have them as just spares in my drawers, and these I'll probably have to find a new home for all these Clone Wars animateds. This is good enough, so it could just go into the drawer and, well, there's that. If I just want like a spare clone and such. Because usually I like to have like clones on hand, like just spare ones instead of ones in the army as well. But yeah. I guess this is where it ends finally. This is where it ends. So yeah, guys, this is the thrilling conclusion. Well, that is all for now. Bye.